What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And unfortunately, we have dealers now, and they're from Dodge. And Dodge really needs to crack down on this. But we have dealers that are forging documents and notarizing documents, not e-notary, like saying a customer is present when they're on the other side of the country, and then not even the right person, and forging these documents, notarizing them, and recording them. That's a crime. And yeah, this is another dealer. I can't believe. Look, I went over everything with this customer today, and I can't believe it. From stealing deposits in violation of Alabama law to just bad customer service and everything else. It is absolutely crazy. And the cops and the district attorney in this area have been notified. Roll the intro. Before we get into today's video, guys, you already know what time it is, man. Today's video is being brought to you by Morgan & Morgan as I sip this coffee with the whiskey in it. If you're looking for a personal injury attorney, size does matter. And Morgan & Morgan is the largest anywhere on planet Earth. If you're looking to get started today, it's very simple. You can do it in 8 clicks or less right from your smartphone by going to forthepeople.com/TK's Garage. Again, it's forthepeople.com/TK's Garage. And I appreciate them for allowing me to shine light on all these scumbags. All right, guys. So today we're talking about Jim Burke Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Now, I've been in communications with this customer. The customer is reputable. His documents are verified. And this is a bad situation. Basically, in order to order the vehicle, and it's dealing with another Demon 170, Dodge just needs to get involved here. All right, Tim Kuniskis as a CEO and his team, his administrative staff, need to get involved in these situations and just start. Here's the thing, this is the thing that I can tell you for sure. If somebody from Tim's office made a phone call to Jim Burke Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram today in Alabama and was like, what the fuck are y'all doing? You know what would happen? That car would be out the door at MSRP tomorrow. Gone. It wouldn't be any issues. This customer could move on about their way. There'd be no more bad press. Nobody at the dealership would be going to jail. It would be solved instantly. Gone. Car gone at sticker. There's no more issues. Customer's happy. He's not talking to the district attorney anymore. He's not talking to the local police department. No more bad press. But these dumbasses at Jim Burke and the dumbasses at Dodge are going to let this shit continue. And here's the thing. I know. The people at Jim Burke are like, we're not worried about just one third-rate YouTuber. Da, da, da. Well, guess what happens? Then another YouTuber does a video. And another YouTuber does a video. Then the Drive writes an article. Then somebody else. And now it's a shit show. Now it's a PR issue. And now your auto group has to try to fire people and make it look like they made the situation right. When if you just did the right thing at the fucking start, it wouldn't be a problem. So basically, Jim Burke Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram here in in the Birmingham Alabama area, basically forged documents. They committed forgery, identity theft, and misappropriation of a notary. Those are criminal acts. The customer has already reached out to law enforcement to find out if he's able to file charges against the dealership. The customer is hoping that the dealership does the right thing here, and he doesn't have to take it to that point where he does file charges, because it's kind of like the next step here. Now, the dealership, I don't know. See, here's the other thing, too. A lot of these general managers, they just go by what some Mickey Mouse paralegal that works in their auto group somewhere says, and they make up these little bullshit forms, these non-refundable deposit forms. Here's Alabama law. So this is not just maritime law. Any asset in the state of Alabama that's worth more than $50,000, if you take a deposit on it as a business, in the process of a purchase, which is what this is, and that purchase falls through, under Alabama law, you are required to refund that money. This is not up for debate. This is not a law from the 1800s. This is a law that was passed in 1982. It is a law to protect consumers, and I'm sure this dealership doesn't know it. Failure to provide a customer a deposit could levy criminal monetary penalties against a company or business. That's the Alabama law. I have it. I'm reading it. So Jim Burke, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, by taking this customer's $20,000 and saying, we're not going to refund it unless you pay. And this is what the issue is. Again, we have another dealer doing unscrupulous activities, right? The customer orders a Demon 170. Customer didn't want a Demon 170 with a sunroof, but the geniuses at the dealership put the order in, they put a sunroof in it anyway. That's neither here nor there. Customer still agrees to buy the car. Everything looks good. There's a $20,000 deposit down. Car comes in. Car is at the dealership right now today. Dealer calls up the customer and says, hey, your car is here, but we're going to need another $70,000 over sticker to sell it to you. That's not the deal. The deal that you have in place is, and the same thing that you set up when you ordered the car from Dodge, is the car is to be sold at manufactured suggested retail price. I don't know why these fucking dealers don't get this through their head that you're not going to keep getting away with doing this bullshit. Customer starts going down the rabbit hole. Nobody at the dealership will talk to the customer. They're telling him your $20,000 is gone, which is in violation of Alabama law, and we're going to sell it to somebody else. So they're going to sell the car now to somebody else, right? So the customer goes, let me dig into this just a little bit and see what's going on here. Customer contacts Dodge to get his documents on the deal. And lo and behold, the documents that Dodge sends him, his signature and a notary are on documents he never signed. In fact, it looks so bad, you can tell the dealer forged his signature on documents. Are you kidding me? So these geniuses at Jim Burke Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Birmingham, Alabama, think, this is just going to go away. We're just going to sell the car. And then today, as of right before we started filming this video, the dealer contacts the customer and goes, well, if we can sell the car for over 70, we'll give you back your 20. That's not how this works. I'm sorry. That's not how this works. Now, I don't know the people at Jim Burke Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. But I can tell you this. In the event that you don't do the right thing here, two things are going to happen. I start calling your local media. I share this story with the local media. I share the documents that the people at your dealership forged with the local district attorney and local law enforcement, outside of what this customer is going to do. I also send this to my contact at Stellantis, and if you even, if your balls are tickling right now and you think that you're going to sell Dodge Durango Alchemies, you can fucking kiss that shit goodbye. Gone. Fairy dust. That shit is gone. Because the minute Dodge and Stellantis find out that you're forging documents and notarizing documents in violation of law, that shit's a wrap. They may not pull we're not stupid. We know you're the customer of Dodge. They may not pull your dealership license. You might still be able to sell Dodges, but you're going to get shit inventory. So, Jim Burke, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, the ball is literally in your court. You could resolve this issue today by doing the right thing. Now, I already know people in the comments are going to be like, F that, TK, they forged documents. You should stay on top of them. I plan on it. Excuse me. But if I'm being honest here, the dealer could literally resolve this issue by doing what they said they were going to do when they originally ordered the car. Sell it to the customer at sticker like you agreed to. Now, to the general manager at this dealership right now, I know you're probably like, I'm not really worried about this. I want you to go back through my history of videos just in the last month and look at how many general managers, general sales managers, and other people have been fired or cut loose from their dealerships for these videos. I want you to look at how many mainstream publications and articles have been done because of these videos. And I need you to weigh, is it worth me effing with this? Or do I just do the right thing and I let this car go? I think if you're smart, if you have some brains up here, you know what that answer is. And the answer is make the customer whole, make them happy, and I don't have to post another update video on your dealership. Now, I've already been in your Google reviews. You already know what time it is. I'm already there. Troll Team 6 is activated. Please go through and let people know how you guys feel. I don't want to continue doing videos on Jim Burke, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, but I will. And my next update is going to be live with me on a phone call with the local district attorney in Birmingham, asking if they're cool with officers of the court, i.e. notaries, stamping documents and saying people are present that aren't. I'm sure that some of your local judges that are running for office this November and your district attorney aren't going to be happy with that. Never mind local law enforcement. And as I stated, the customer has already been in contact with them, and he's kind of in a holding pattern. He reached out to me to say, hey, can you reach out to this dealership and see what they'll say? And full disclosure, I've made 3 phone calls to the dealership, and they said they were going to get back to me, and they didn't. So here we are. Now we're doing a video on the situation, and we're hoping it's going to get resolved. A couple things are going to happen. Customer's deposit is going to be refunded, or you're going to sell the customer his car at what you agreed to sell it to him for, which is on the documents that you submitted to Dodge, which is sticker. If you don't, the forged documents are going to have criminal liability for every person involved in those documents. Your finance department, whether it's a former GM, current GM, whoever it is, you're literally going to face criminal liability. And is it worth it to you? That's what you need to ask yourself. Is it worth going to jail? Is it worth losing your job playing games? Ball's in your court. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Is it interesting to you that we continue to find these dealers that are doing unscrupulous behavior? Because I'm shocked at this point. I mean, we already knew that they were playing Mickey Mouse games with prices on cars and charging people $100K over sticker and making customers sign that they got the car at MSRP and doing underhanded stuff and money mules and all the other crap. But to forge to literally forge documents and then notarize them, that takes balls, man. And unfortunately for them, it's going to end very badly.